I'm Yusuf Kabba, the president of the Sierra Leone Association of Ebola Survivors. We are in court today at the ECOWAS Court. We are here to actually join as a party, as a fourth plaintiff to the proceeding. But it was unfortunate that the court presided over the matter today. That SLAES as an entity, we did not have enough evidence to prove our legality or our legitimacy. So they've dismissed our application from the court, which was somehow disappointing to me, and I also believe to the 4,052 Ebola survivors, really, because we know what we've gone through and we know what we are still going through. But I'm also impressed somehow because, like, I saw strange new things, and also the reaction from the judges that the government should look into our matter, because we still stand the chance, the opportunity to get all the document that it requires, and the doors are open here for us to come if we still want to pursue the matter. I'm also somewhat disappointed that we are not advised somehow, because about this kind of action or decisions. I believe that our lawyers or the legal practitioners we are working with should have advised us much better about getting all the necessary documentations that entails for us not to be in this kind of position today as I'm speaking currently. But I'm happy to take the message back home to colleagues survivors for us to still believe and stand on the resilient part. We survived the virus, who also survive this.
Let me ask you, you are disappointed with your lawyers, but what about the Sierra Leone government that is more or less giving you and the 4,000 plus survivors, they are not giving you the opportunity to even have your case heard in court? What does that say about the government, especially as it has not even agreed to settle?
So, of course, I think, they've missing the point. They've missing the point since the genesis. I think that's prompted us to even come here. We came here specifically because the government failed its responsibility. So it's just additional disappointment from their own part, really. But what I mean here is getting better, or getting all what it takes for us, because we could. It's only about it's all about answering some questions. Like, these are the things, these are the requirements in taking up this kind of decisions, really, because it's our first experience as a young organization.
What was the organization formed?
It was formed on the 2015, the 7th of January.
And so far, where are you registered with? SLAES registered
We
where?
are, in terms of, it's just about the court's interpretation. But for us, we believe that we are registered with the Ministry of Social Welfare and not with the Freetown City Council, and also with other legal entities that can attest to our legality or our legitimacy. But it's just based on how the court interprets this particular action.
So I have been even to the Sierra Leonean website, and I saw that even the Sierra Leonean president has made statements where they even mention SLAES. And I've seen that SLAES has undertaken several agreements even with the United Nations, UNODC, and others over the years. It has been recognized. Even the federal government in your country recognizes you. How do you take it that here they're trying to tell the court that you are not recognized?
Well, that's it's rather unfortunate, really. Even myself, it's really unfortunate that the government will react in that dimension, because I believe we are competent and we are doing a lot, really, for people that depend on the day-to-day activities of the association. Really, the former president who recognized us well, and also even the present president of the Republic, he also recognized us. They gave us invitation to even meet a statement during the Commission of Inquiry starts, and we were there. We made our statement, but this is how it ended. At the end of the day, that it means they don't want to take up their responsibility. That's the simple answer to all this.
What do you think is going to be the mood of the over 4,000 Sierra Leonean Ebola victims who are looking forward to a day when they might have, justice and fairness in how they have been treated? What would you say for the over 4,000 of your colleagues who we're expecting to hear from you?
Yes, it's just about extending the same situation to them, that it's the right time for us to stand, because if we look at this moment as the only option, it will actually cut down our motivation, and I don't want that situation. That's why I still want for us to withstand it and turn it back and look at look at the way forward rather than looking back at this particular situation. But there is still ways. I'm pretty sure that we can still go and register to the corporate affairs company, and if we really think we want to, we'll still push forward and see and fight for the justice we are yearning for.
Lastly, what exactly does SLAES, Sierra Leone Association of Ebola Survivors, want from the government?
It's very clear. If not an individual benefit, we want a benefit, a service that will cover the 4,052 and also the orphans. We want health care. We want them to provide health care because our people in the country, our colleague brothers, are dying of health complications. We have social economic empowerment yearly because the households were destroyed, people died, breadwinners died, so it's difficult really for the widows to sustain. It's difficult for the orphans to sustain or to even feed. So that's why we want, those are the two important components really in our remedies that we want. We want health care, quality health care, and we also want social economic empowerment really.